Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends. Last time we completed Dacket's Island, only to discover what might be the ultimate prank ever. And unfortunately to discover that despite the confidence of Nasser's Nasultan, it seems like the Valuan Armada might actually be a more looming threat than they realize. This episode, we're going to go to the Nazrad and make sure that everything's okay. Alright, here. So, way I see it, let's see if there's something we can do with that single coin of Dacket. Sure, it's a little underwhelming for a treasure, but it is connected to the most legendary air pirate of all time. Might be worth something. I was hoping to find a bunch of gold so I could buy a big ship. If we all work together, perhaps you'd still be able to buy one, Aka. It's the Armada! How'd they get here? With a monoceros. The Royal Palace! Looks like they're trying to make an example out of Nasser. Vice, if we just stand around here, we're dead. We're all dead. Head for the docks! Our ship! It's on fire! Fina, so you are here. I'm gonna shut up for just a second to let you listen. Alright, sorry to interrupt that. I need an excuse to gather my breath. But also, Ramirez, full disclosure, I don't care much for him as a character. But damn if he doesn't have a good theme. It is creepy, it is dark, yes, it's edgy, but to be fair, I think this guy is very heavily derived from Shadow the Hedgehog. Remember, this is a Sega product. Although I think Shadow is a way better written character, at least in Sonic Adventure 2 and 06. Hey, people hate on 06, but most people agree that was Shadow at his best. So, I mean, I'll explain in a further detail why I don't like this guy, but, I mean, and admittedly, it does fit him to a degree outside of just being the creepy, edgy song, because I won't say it without spoilers, but having that sort of that... It almost sounds like a distorted instrument you'd hear played on something like a child... Like something a child would listen to, so... And I'll explain that more in detail later. Spoilers, it has to do very much with being very impressionable that children are. I've been looking for you. Ramirez! Fina, you know him? Did you lead this attack? Yes. From this day on, Nasser belongs to the Valuan Empire. And I will be taking you back to Valua. Surrender, or you all die. Vice, please, do as he says. Fina? Please, you won't be able to defeat him. Not yet. Do as he says. Alright, we surrender. A wise choice. Capture the air pirates. Take them back to the Grand Fortress. Ramirez, why are you doing this? Well done, Galcian. Nasser was our only enemy with a navy. Now we rule the skies unopposed. Soon the whole world will bow before the might of Valua, and they will see me as their ruler. Yes, Your Highness. It is my understanding that the Sylvite girl and those air pirates had the moon crystals in their possession when they were captured. Bring the girl and the crystals to me. As for those air pirates, I want them executed at Lower City. I want the people to witness their deaths. I will personally see to it that everything goes as you. Wait! Mother, I just heard that our fleet destroyed Nazrat while it was defenseless. How could you? Why did you have to murder so many innocent people? I know that we are acquiring more lands, but if we use these brutal tactics, the people will rise up and rebel against us. Please, we've made our point. Pull our troops out of Nasser. Silence, Enrique! It is Valua's destiny to span across the world and bask in the glory of the Six Moons. How do you expect us to conquer the world without a little bloodshed? But Mother! How can you expect to inherit the throne of the empire I worked so hard to build? You're too much of a coward. Remove yourself from my sight. Very well. I hate Valua. It's always so dark and gloomy here. Yeah, especially when you're locked up in a jail cell. Valuans have no sense of hospitality. Hey guards, can we get some food in here? How about a drink or something? I can't believe we're back in Valua. I wonder where Vice and Fina are being held. Is this where the air pirate girl is being held? Yes, Admiral Vero, but sir, why does that concern you? So, fun fact, there's actually censorship in this scene. Hey, don't worry about it. Now run along and go make yourself useful somewhere else. Also, second fun fact, see that, well, what appears to look like a cod piece? It's not a cod piece. It is a chastity belt. And the key is around his neck. I don't want to know what this man's insinuating with that choice of clothing. Well, what do we have here? Nice legs and curves in all the right places? Well, I suppose I've seen better, but she's not too bad. Who are you? And are you always this crude? I am Vigoro, the toughest man in the Armada. I'm surprised you haven't heard of me. The women I've been with love to brag. I've never heard of you before in my life. Where are Vice and Fina being held? So, I'll go ahead and tell you. Some point in this cutscene, in the Japanese version, Vigoro starts removing his shirt. That's the censored part. It does nothing to help the implications of what's to come. Get away from me, you creep! You're all sweating and you've got a serious body hair problem. And what's that smell? Oh, come on, Red. You know I'm the man of your dreams. We were meant to be together. I'm sure you'll grow to like me. Just give me a chance. You're disgusting! This is shaping up to be a great day. Let's see, so far we got captured, separated from Aka and Fina, and we lost all of the crystals. What's next? Maybe they'll torture us. A perfect end to a perfect day. Vice, you're only making things worse. Take it easy. Huh? Oh, Willie, how are you doing? Very bad, very bad. Is that so? Well, you had to fly all the way over here. I'm not surprised. Gilder, there's a note tied to Willie's leg with a piece of wire. We will begin bombarding the fortress at midnight, and will await your arrival just outside. The Claudia. This isn't the first time my men have had to break me out of prison. They know the routine. Well, the Claudia may not be able to destroy the Grand Fortress by herself, but she'll cause quite a bit of commotion. That's when we can make our escape. Oh, that's when we can make our escape. Exactly. But there's still one problem. We need to get out of this cell. Leave that to me. There was a wire around Willie's leg for a reason. I'll have this door open in no time. Of course! Heh, is there anything you can't do? What's this? What's wrong? There's some writing on the back of this letter. Oh, well, what does it say? To my darling Gilder, I will fight for your freedom as well. For you, my love. Your soulmate, Clara. And there are lipstick marks at the bottom, and he somehow missed that. Clara? She's here too? Well, according to this letter, yeah. Hey, Vice. We don't really need to break out of here, do we? What are you talking about? We'll be hanged! Being hanged and being stuck with Clara. Tough choice. Oh well. Wow, I'm impressed. Willie, tell the men to wait for me with a barrel of Logra. I think I'm gonna need it. Aye aye. Well then, I'll grab our weapons. Let's go. Let's not forget about Aka and Fina. I'm not leaving without them. Well, say what you want about Gilder. And I'm still not a huge fan of how he handles women in his life, but at least he's tasteful about his advances. He doesn't push himself farther than is reasonable. Not excusing it. Say what you will about Isapa. At least he doesn't attempt to rape anyone who says no. Yes, that's why I said the lack of removal of the shirt, and you'll see it in more detail. It's not doing much to speak of the devil. Ack! Hey, that sounded like Aka. It's not doing much to hide what Figaro is making an attempt at. He is arguably the most disgusting of the Valuan admirals, and that's frankly saying something. Alright. So, we've got some problems here. Hopefully they don't realize we have an officer. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to be drunk. I'm just in prison for piracy. How dare you poke me with a stick? That's right, get shot.
I wish they were all that easy.
Sinistra and Destra. Okay, we want to go to the prisoner block. Obviously, I think Aka screaming might warrant attention to that quicker than anything else. Hey, Aka, do you want us to come back later? Vice, get this creep off of me! Yeah, at the very least I know for a fact he's without his shirt at this point. And yes, in the Japanese version, you are fighting a shirtless Figaro. For those curious. Hey, beat it, kid! Sorry to spoil your fun, but you heard the lady. Who said we were having fun? Pardon my French, but fuck this guy. Not in the good way, though. I am Figaro. No woman in Valua can resist me. I believe that the worth of a man can be measured by his popularity with the women. I kinda like that. I should remember that for later. No, you should not kill her. Where's Fina? Give us back the crystals and bring Fina here. Fina? Oh, the Sylvite. God, and we had to zoom in, and he's posing like that, with that damn codpiece looking chastity belt on, and there's the key hanging right around his neck, as I said. Ugh. Ramirez escorted her to the Imperial Palace. Is that so? Well, after we beat the snot out of you, we'll be rescuing her. I love it when the women talk tough. Let me give your friends a lesson in brute force. Let's give this asshole a beating he deserves and be on with it. Now, as you can tell, he has unique boss music. You've actually heard it before when I made some less than sensible life choices. This is the first time the game forces you to hear this boss music. There are two other optional moments. Obviously, the instantly game overable instance of when you first face Galcian on the train, and you can actually choose to fight Ramirez back in Nazrad. You will lose and you will end up here. Alright. I'm going to use my Cristales box, because naturally, I think he's a yellow affinity actually, because he's Valuan. I'm not certain on that. Let's try it. No harm in it. Alright. Now this is where Aura of Denial comes in. Like I said, this is similar to Delta Shield, but has noticeable differences. Instead of protecting against spells, it protects against side effects. It's worth noting, Vigro sucks at spell casting, but he has a move called Vigro's Charm that he particularly aims at the female members of the crew. Case in point. And as you can see, that mist that stopped the confused status effect from happening. No doubt, because Akik would be confused as to what to do with the information that ass had coming onto her. Alright, here. Now, thankfully, he can only basically attack and use Vigoros Charm at this point. Oh, and crap. I realized where I went wrong.
This should work.
Now, unlike other boss themes, the Valuan Admiral boss theme does not have a peril or your winning theme. It is purely this. I guess to indicate these guys' threat remains consistent throughout. Story-wise, at least. Some of these guys are a little tougher than others. And I just realized those lips are a little too pronounced. Well, it gets worse the longer you look at it. That works. Dude's life is on the line, and he keeps flirting at Aka. Idiot. God Lord. There's no angle about this man that is not disturbing. I think I was disrespectful to liken him to Johnny Bravo. It's like a much worse version of Johnny Bravo. Oh Lord. I apologize for all the brain soap my viewers are going to need after this. Looks like you were all talk. Well, you got lucky. And I didn't have my cannon or my armor. Asshat. On Pirate Island, where I was raised, we have a saying. A true man never makes excuses for his shortcomings. Going by that saying, you've got quite a ways to go. You've got an attitude. I like that. You'll be seeing me again. You can count on it. Someone throw him off this place, please. Alright, and full disclosure. You want to go the way out, you can go out the same way you came in, but while I'm thinking about it, let's give everyone a sacrum. Oh, okay, never mind. So we need to go out this elevator. Ooh, that's better. So, this is where the air pirates are being held. Yes, Prince Enrique. I wish to speak with them. Take me to them. Sir, perhaps it would be best for you to wait out here. The cell is not fitting for one of your... I'll get the other guards. We will bind the prisoner and bring him to you. Well, I'll finally get to meet the legendary air pirate Vice. If the rumors that I've heard are true, he'll look like a demon and spit fire. Well, my instincts are telling me that he's fighting for all the right reasons. Prince Enrique! It's an emergency! I found Admiral Vigoro unconscious in one of the cells. The rest of the cells are empty. It appears that Vice and the others have escaped. What? I see. They're trying to escape the Grand Fortress again. Listen carefully. Do not tell anyone about this. Keep the doors to this area closed. Don't let anyone in or out. If you are questioned about it later, tell them that it was a direct order from me. Understand? Yes, Your Majesty, but... Very well then. Good job. Stay here. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to. Actually, I need to be 1 floor down. Alright. Now that we're in the right room, the Fortress Cannon room. We had to get that off of Figaro. Yeah, leave the key with the most impulsive admiral of the bunch. And that's saying something because DeLoco is one of the admirals. What the? This cannon's new, and it's huge! This thing is big enough to wipe out an island! We can run through the barrel to the other side. Hey, what happened to the Gilder? Sorry about that. Let's get moving. Hey, where did you go? I just had to take care of something. Don't worry about it. We should get out of this dump. My men are about to attack. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and let you know before we get too far into this place. There are 2 missable treasure chests. They won't be a point of concern for a minute, but it is something to bear in mind. Alright. So keep things simple. Okay, hold on. I'm going to actually, this is a destroyer, but I'm actually going to do nothing with these things. I am going to, throw around at least 1 aura of denial. Oh, good, they did it way earlier. So, you're about to get some context for something I mentioned in the very first episode of the game. I called Antonio a Cantor. This thing is precisely why. This is the species that Antonio is from, and it is the first time in the game that you can have a boss rehash enemy. There are times that, depending on how you play in the RNG, that you may go your whole playthrough without ever seeing this thing. It's easily stronger than Antonio, but it actually does have lower stats than Antonio II, if I'm remembering correctly. However, it does have pretty good XP output, so it is worth fighting if you get the chance to it. I thought we wouldn't run into this thing before we got Fina back, so seeing this is something of a pleasant surprise of sorts. And as you can plainly see, it's loaded with Antonio's same moveset. And just like its predecessor, same death animation. A general boss death animation.
Oh, all in a day's work.
And Aka's got Sacralin. Whew, man, I thought I'd be waiting longer to introduce you to that guy. That was a pleasant surprise to say the least. Yeah, but if you ever fight a group of destroyers, just leave at least 1 on the field. Like I said, good experience, especially for this early in the game. Or not this early, we're kind of at the midway point now, but especially for where we're at in the game, I should say. My men are right on time. But we're running a little late. Seems to be an occupational hazard of hanging with vice. Whoa, look at that firepower! Hey, what about Clara? I'm sure she can hold her own, I think. I'm not going to read between the lines too hard on that one. And, well, time to see the fruit of Gilder's brilliant labor. He sabotaged that bombshell. That cannon we ran through, it just exploded. The explosion took out that whole area. They won't be putting that fire out anytime soon. I, left them a little present. You two ready? Here's where the real fun begins. Alright. And before we start the real fun, I'm going to be right back. I have to run to the restroom real quick. And then I'm back. So I just had to step out for a quick second. And so not only... So, wow, they haven't run into those enemies yet. Alright, so having Aka back, Delta Shield is about to see plenty of use. Oh, okay. That happened. He poked me with a stick.
I wish they were all that easy.
Ramirez! Ramirez, why? Why are you fighting for the Valuans? What about our orders? What about the elders? Lord Ramirez, it's an emergency. One of our cannons exploded and the entire deck is on fire, but no enemy shells hit that area. Find out the cause of the fire and report back to me. In the meantime, stop firing and set the fortress into defensive mode. There are only 2 or 3 ships attacking. Their effect on the wall will be minimal. Yes, sir. I fight for Lord Galcian. That's all you need to know. Ramirez. Huh? I can hear someone talking on the other side of this door. Everyone remain calm. The Grand Fortress is about to crumble under the firepower of a few ships. Anyone who deserts his post will have to deal with me personally. Yes, Admiral Ramirez. I will go investigate the cause of the explosion. You two stay here and guard the girl. The rest of you follow me. I'm sorry, I cannot laugh at that. Oh my god. Just out of nowhere. Okay, walks towards the door. Alright, men, die! The pre-recorded voice lines have their moments where they clearly don't fit, but that might be the best one. Oh Lord. Ooh, okay. I'm just trying to calm down now. That was too good. I'm sorry. Oh no! I need to get my acting gear before the next cutscene. This is so fun. Oh Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, okay, I needed that.
That was easy.
You found the harbor key in the pocket of the Valuan soldier. Oh no. Lord. Fina, we came to get you out of here. Vice! We got here as soon as we found out where you were. Are you okay? Yes, I am. It's strange. The first time you rescued me from the train, I was really surprised to see you. But this time, I knew that you would come for me. I knew you would be fine. Oh, Fina, after all we've been through together, I swear on my blue oath as a blue rogue that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. Good, because Ramirez's verbal take really creeps me out. I know. Good one, Vice. I didn't know you were so smooth with the ladies. Getting jealous, Aka? I bet you wish Vice would say stuff like that to you. I don't need to hear him say those things. I know he would do the same for me. Whenever I'm in trouble, I have faith that Vice will always be there to save me. He already saved me once today. Good point. Can we save the mushy stuff for later? We just broke out of prison and we're still in Valua. Alright, but how exactly are we going to get out of here? Well, since we're in the Grand Fortress, there should be Valuan ships docked all over the place. We could borrow one of those. We should be able to reach the docks from the bottom floors of the fortress. We'll have to backtrack a little, but we should be okay. So, we'll take the elevator back down and look for a ship. Alright, let's go. Fina has joined your party. Again. Alright, now we're going to go back out the way you came in. And pardon me if there's a little bit of a level discrepancy. I had a bit of a blip in the back end of the video, so I kind of had to go all the way back from Nazarad and come back here. So if my stats, level, everything's a little off, that's why. Alright. Luckily enough, the rest of the video seems to be in solid enough condition. Just make sure that everything goes accordingly. What's going on? Hey, look! The fortress is rotating. Now's our chance. We should find a ship and get out of here. Now, funny story. This isn't a static image. If you stand around here long enough, you can actually witness this thing fully close. And, well, of course, I'm missing my first recording anyway, so maybe the first one messing up's not a bad idea. Hold on, let's give it a minute. Kind of see. You can kind of see it's a little more noticeable, like that Valuan emblem standing out just a little bit more. Kind of see, okay, so it looks a good distance. And this gives some perspective of just how monstrous this door is. Like, I'm insane. Like, anyone who's good with pixel measurements, give me a calc on what's bigger, this or the Gates of Justice from One Piece. I'd be genuinely interested to know. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the Gates of Justice, but... You see, someone feels a missed opportunity. I get it's to keep us from like going to places the level we're not supposed to be, but like, I would love to actually be able to climb the railing on like the defensive portion of the wall. That would be kind of cool. Now you can get here through potentially no random encounters. All you have to do is avoid the spotlights. However, since I actually did lose a few encounters playing back through this, I'm going to intentionally get caught a few times and show you a better way to go about fighting the destroyers. Always leave one alive, because there's always a good chance it'll call for allies. Yep. And the Cantor is worth a good bit of experience. It will eliminate the destroyers that self-destruct as a result will not yield experience, though, as a byproduct. Oh, there we go. Oh well. Oh, there we go. You missed it, but I actually got some pretty good RNG, and Lunar Glyph actually did petrify it. I'm gonna speed through most of these, so like I said, just leave all but one alive. Or kill all but one, my bad. Alright, now there are two chests here. They are completely and utterly missable. So Moonberry, and I'm going to go ahead... I'm actually going to hold off on giving Vice his second attack. I originally did that in the first playthrough, but there is actually, I think, a better use for that later on. I promise at some point we will actually see more of Vice's attack roster. And well, guess who? I guess Zivil and Bane didn't like the accommodations of the Valuan prisons either. Alright, same basic strategy. Just be prepared to defend from a burst or two. probably shouldn't be rushing through this fight.
Let's try this.
This should work.
Let's try this.
This should work.
That was easy.
I gotta start remembering to sell those Zeppelin Bane items. That might pan out later, actually. Alright. And with this, it is boss encounter time. Alright, my recommendation would be let's do a little setup on our first turn. Because this thing does pack a bit of a punch. Okay, so this is a problematic attack. Similar to Alpha Storm, this does have a line of sight area of effect.
Let's try this.
Get me stronger. Moves, give me strength.
And we're going to take advantage of the fact that Gilder knows blue magic and use quick.
Moves! Get into the trap!
Now with the setup complete, now we can actually start formally fighting. Which, spoilers, the vast majority of it is going to be done by Vice and Gilbert.
Take that!
Let's try this.
And there goes the Drollcore tank. Not too terribly hard a boss. Oh no! The alarm! This isn't good. In a few seconds, this place is going to be crawling with guards. Quick! Get on the lift! Someone is telling us to get on that thing. I can't see who it is. Vice, what should we do? If we just stand around here, we're gonna get caught anyway. We should take the lift. That's true. It looks like that's our only option. Alright, let's go! So, you're Vice. I'm Enrique. Enrique, you're the Prince of Valua. You're the Prince? Yes, I am. After you escaped from your cells, I figured you'd head for the docks and try and steal a ship. Please, follow me. Alright, what's going on? Why is the Prince helping us? I have no idea, but we should probably follow him. What the? You've probably already figured out that we're on the bridge of a ship. Say hello to the Delphinus, the newest member of the Armada. This is my personal flagship. It is heavily armored and can still match the top speed of our cruisers, and it is equipped with the weaponry of a heavy battleship. It's amazing! The ship is the prototype. Soon we'll begin building a whole fleet of Delphinus-class ships. Valua plans to use these ships to take over the world. With a whole fleet of ships like this, Valua would easily be able to take over the world, especially since Nazrad has fallen. So, Your Royalness, there's still one thing I can't figure out. Why would you help us escape, then take us to the bridge of your flagship? You've gone through a lot of trouble just to show off. Yeah, Gelder has a good point. I want you to take this ship, and I want you to take me with it. What? Are you serious? Valua has been taking over other countries by force, destroying their lands and murdering the innocent. As a Prince of the Valuan Empire, all of the innocent blood spilled up by the Armada is on my hands. I've done all I can to convince the Empress and Galcian that what Valua is doing is wrong, but I cannot convince them to change their ways. Everything I have tried has failed. I am powerless to stop them. My only chance for redemption is to aid you. Please, take me with you. I will even go with you as a hostage. Of course you could come with us, but there's one problem. The Blue Rogues don't take hostages. If you want to sail with us, you must do so as a Blue Rogue. Thank you. I will do my part as a member of your crew. You know, I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Vice of the Blue Rogues. I mean, unless demons have one glass-ish eye. I don't think he looks like a demon, nor do I see him spitting fire. Unless he turns out to be a really good rap artist. It is an honor to be a member of your crew, Vice. I never would have thought that I'd be riding in the same ship as a Valuan, let alone the Prince of Valua. But the crystals are still in the hands of the Valuans. Yes, you're right. Well, technically, you are right. What? I have the crystals. I stole them before I came to the docks to find you. I was going to destroy them. But perhaps it would be best if I return them to you. Please, take them. Wow, Enrique! You've done so much for us already! Thank you! You act an awful lot like an air pirate for a prince. Alright, let's start the engines. Let's take the Delphinus and get out of here. Let's go! Delphinus, full speed ahead! They sealed off the entrance. I wouldn't worry too much about the fortress. The spot where I blew up the cannon should be weak. And if this ship's got the firepower that the prince said, we should be able to blast our way out. Well, here goes. Now, funny story. Just like Recumen and Grendel before, it, you can actually whittle this thing's health down to 0. It'll just end in the same animation. Vice, just to let you know, the Delphinus is equipped with Valua's newest, most powerful weapon. It's called the Moonstone Cannon. Until recently, it was only an experimental weapon under development by Lord DeLoco. Dude shot himself in the foot when he retrofitted the Prince with Moral Reservations ship with it. He used data collected from the red and green Gigas to develop it. He says that this cannon's power rivals the Gigas themselves. But the manufacturing this cost this cannon is so immense that this ship is the only ship in the entire armada equipped with one. English. Wow, that means this ship is as powerful as Gigas then. I can't believe it. Well then, Vice, let's give her a test run, shall we? Just use the S cannon command and we'll be good to go. Alright, just as suggested. This requires 5 more experience than the harpoon cannon. But pretty much the fight hinges entirely on firing the Moonstone Cannon, and it's an insta-win condition. And like I said, it's very similar to Grendel, where you can technically whittle the wall's health down to 0, jokingly making this thing more effective than the entire fleet of Nazrad, or Nasser. But it will ultimately end in the same animation with just like if you whittled Grendel's health down to 0, it would end in the end in the harpoon cannon being fired at Grendel anyways. This would end in the Moonstone cannon being fired at the wall. Alright, and that's it. Just like the first one, this one is pretty much over when the special cannon is fired.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
We did it! I can't believe it! We just broke through the Grand Fortress! You sure know how to break in a new ship. Now we can finally continue on our search for the other moon crystals. Well, Valua, it looks like this is goodbye for now. Die. We did it! We escaped from the Grand Fortress twice! Yes, and I'm happy that we're all together again. Some of us are happier than others. Oh, Gilder, I'm so happy! I'll never let you go! Out of one prison into the next. Ah, can it. What's wrong, Gilder? You guys make a cute couple. I'm very happy for you, Clara. Oh, thank you, Fina. This is too good to be true. This is the happiest day of my life. I'm really starting to miss that jail cell in Valua. Well, since we have a new ship, I believe it's time to decide on a captain. Even though this is my ship, I'm not an experienced sailor. I would feel more comfortable with someone else at the helm. I know who I'd cast my vote for. Vice, you're the best man for the job. I agree with Aka. I would feel like the most comfortable with you as our captain. I know that I just met you, but there's something about you. I think you would make an excellent captain. You're a great sailor, Vice, and a good leader. I think you'd make a great captain. Well, it seems unanimous. Vice, will you accept the responsibility of being captain of the Delphinus? I'll do it. I won't let you down. That's what I wanted to hear. Besides, wasn't it your dream to be captain of your own ship someday? Oh yeah, the Delphinus is going to need a new flag. You're right, Aka. Every crew should have a flag that symbolizes what they stand for. Why don't we start working on one now? The Delphinus should have a flag as soon as possible. You're right. I think Vice, Aka, and Fina should get together and decide on a new flag. Being a Prince of Valua, I don't think it is my place to design an air pirate's flag, but I can judge any ideas that you have. What? You want me to design one too? Sure, why not? It'll be fun. Just give it a try. Hey, Vice. I want to take a look around the Delphinus. I think we all should. We should split up and check out the ship. It would be better if something's wrong with it. It's better to find out now rather than in the heat of battle. Sounds good to me. Break time, everyone. Meet back at the bridge when you're done. Alright. There are two things we have to do. I want to get to a good save point before I stop recording. However, I'm going to do two things, but admittedly the ship exploration is probably going to be in the next episode. That said, here's a moonberry. And more importantly, to keep the story progressing, you need to look into this container particularly that seems to be... it's wiggling just a hair. What's this? Is something in here? Oh, look who it is. Long time no see, Vice. Marco, what are you doing here? I heard that the Princess ship was finished and was being prepared for departure. So I snuck on board and was planning on escaping Valua in it. Well, I'd heard that the Prince was a really nice guy, so I figured he wouldn't kill me for trying to escape. Well, at least not right away. But I never would have thought that you, of all people, would get your hands on this ship. At least now I don't have to go looking for you. I'm gonna travel along with you whether you like it or not. But don't worry, I'll stay out of your way, okay? You're pretty pushy there, kid. Why not? I'll make you my first crew member. Marco has joined your crew as a sailor. And I'll explain the crew later, but for now, let's talk to Gelder. Hey there, Vice. Have you finished looking around the ship? There's something that I need to talk to you about. For the time being, at least. I've pretty much seen everything that I wanted to. What did you want to talk to me about? Well, actually... I'm leaving. I'm gonna head back and meet up with Claudia. What? I figure this is probably my only chance to escape from Clara. I don't think I'm ready to settle down just yet. Sure you are. You guys make a really cute couple. Vice, don't even joke about that. Alright. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But seriously, we're all gonna miss you. Thanks. Before I go, I have 3 pieces of advice for you. First, you'll need to get a crew. Crew? Yes, with a ship this size, you'll need a lot of crew members to take care of the specific duties. Get a good watchman, a cook, a gunner. I'm sure there are plenty of skilled sailors out there who will join the fight against Valuan. If you run into anyone who can help you, bring them aboard. The more crew members that you can have, the better your ship will operate. Second, you'll need a base. You'll need a place to repair your ship, and your crew will need warm beds and warm meals every once in a while. Your father has his own base, right? You said it was on Pirate Isle? Well, you'll need your own headquarters as well. What about that deserted island I found you on? I believe it's called Crescent Isle. That island looks just about right. Why don't you head back there? And most of all, no matter what happens, never give up. I don't know if you've realized it yet, but you've accomplished a lot so far, especially for someone your age. You've escaped from the Valuan Coliseum, crossed South Ocean, found Dakot's treasure, defeated 3 of the admirals of the Armada, took out 2 of the Gigas out of commission, and escaped from the Grand Fortress twice. For some reason, everyone seems to follow you, myself included, even though you're a little crazy. Actually, it's because no matter what happens, you never give up. Anytime something stands in your way, you never let it stop you. Your crew knows that and will always do everything in your power to protect them. Your crew knows that you will always do everything in your power to protect them. So one of these days I will be able to form a coherent sentence. I can tell by the way they all look at you. And on this bridge, with this ship, you're gonna sail around the world. You'll probably run into things 10 times more dangerous than you've already faced, but no matter what happens, don't give up. If you follow my advice, you'll accomplish things that you've never even dreamed of. Thank you. Oh, Gelder, where are you? Oh no, it's Clara. Sorry, Vice, I can't stay and chat any longer. She'll catch me and it'll be all over. So long, Vice. I hope to see you again someday. I usually just sail around in search of fun, but the time I spent sailing with you was probably the most fun I'd ever had. Keep it up, kid. Okay, he's a womanizing ass, but I can't help but like the guy a little bit, if I'm being frank. Thanks for everything, Gelder. Oh, Vice! Hey, Vice, where did Gelder run off in such a hurry like that? He said that he was, going back to the Claudia. What? Well, I've got to catch him right away! He's not getting away from me that easily! Well, it looks like Gelder's gonna need more luck than me. I can't believe it. I'm finally the captain of my own ship, and the Dolphiness is quite a ship. Alright, let's go. Full speed to Crescent Isle. Well, and Gelder may have left, but what you don't know is that we've arguably gained the best fourth party member in the game. That having been said, okay, in truth, the Delphinus has not yet been completed. The hull hasn't been fully reinforced yet, so it would be probably impossible to fly through stone reefs at this point. And the engine's output settings haven't been properly adjusted yet either. So we probably won't be able to fly through sky rifts. We won't be able to fly through sky rifts. Okay, this is not my English messing up this time. You can see the text, there's a typo. A few have to make it through, I suppose. However, if we could find some way to fix the hole in the engine, I'm sure sky rifts and stone reefs would pose no problem for this ship. Alright, and we'll do that. We will explore the ship, go to Crescent Isle, and do a lot more, including picking up some crew members and perhaps a few bonuses in the next episode. Until then, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.